Hello, welcome to Zest Prime, and as part of this video we are going to see the switch case statement in Java, and so how we are going to use the switch case and how it will differ compared to the if else statement, and what is the advantage of switch case compared to the if else statement, and we are going to see all those things one by one. Okay, so let's jump into one of the practical example and how the switch case syntax and use case. Okay, so let me open my Eclipse. Yeah. So this is my Eclipse, and I have already created a simple Java program with name as switch case int example. Okay, so here I'm going to write a switch case use case, and to use that switch case I'm going to take an input from the user as usual, like previous example. Let me write a scanner class, scanner sc equal to new scanner system dot in. So this is the way we are going to read the inputs from the user. Okay, before reading the inputs I want to print a statement. So basically I am trying to take an input from the user. So first I will print one statement, then I will read an input from the user. Int num equal to sc dot next int. So this scanner and importing the scanner class, all those things we have already seen in the previous example, so there is no difference. It's same as it is like previous example. Now we are going to use the switch case syntax. Okay, switch case mainly basically we are going to use based on the user input. We are going to write set of conditions which are going to satisfy, so correspondingly we are going to execute a statement, or we are going to display to the user based on the match case. So that's the main use case of the switch case. Let me write the syntax. So the main syntax is we have to use a switch is a keyword. So here I'm going to take the input from the user. Yes, so this is the switch is a keyword and it require input. This input can be a string or integer or an enum type or any object. So this can be any data type. So as part of our demonstration I'm going to take integer as an input. So accordingly we need to write possible switch cases and the corresponding statement whichever is matches this case. So accordingly we have to execute a statement and we have to display to the user. So how we are going to write the case? So case 1, right? So here we have to write, say for instance if user provided input is 1, so I'm going to display as a 1, right? Once after executing the statement you can execute a break. So this case is completed. So whenever user is providing an input is 1, if it is matches to 1, so then I'm going to display as a 1 and then break. So similarly you can write a number of statements here. So now I'm going to check another possible case 2. So let me write here 2. So in case user provides input as a 2, I'm going to write 2. So similarly I will take another case. So these are the 3 possible cases I'm thinking. So there may be n number of cases. Just to make it simple our program, I just taken 3 cases. 1, if user give 1 I'm printing 1, if user might give 2 I'll print 2, user gives 3 I'll print 3. Say for instance if whatever the user given inputs is not matching to any of the cases, so then we have a case called default. So here you can write no match. So this is the way whatever the user is giving, and we are this switch case will cross check with all possible cases. If nothing is matching, then finally it will execute the default statement and it will print the default results. Okay, so this is the main syntax of the switch case, which is a keyword, and you can pass the input. It can be any data type, is integer, string or float or double, whatever. So let me maximize it. So accordingly you can check all possible cases over here and execute the statements and provide the results to the user. So this is the way you can write the switch case, and you can write all the possible switch cases and try to display results to the user. So let me run this program and we will see the results. So I'm going to run this program, run as a Java program. So it is asking enter a number. So I'm going to enter the number is 2. Press enter. So it is displaying. Okay, let me try again one more time. Let me move here. Let me run again one more time. So now I'm going to give number is 3. Yes, 3 is coming. So now let me give some different number. Let me give 5. So I have to give 5 here, press enter. So it's saying no match. So this is the way the switch case will work based on the user input. It will cross check with all the possible cases and it will display the corresponding results to the user. Okay, now we are clear with switch case. Let me compare the switch case with if-else statement. As part of the previous video, we have already seen the if-else statement, right? So this is the previous video example. So then what is the difference between if-else statement and switch case? Which is the best, and when we have to use switch case, when we have to use if-else statement? So basically, compared to the switch case and if-else, so the one of the major example or use case or easy approach, the switch case. So why it is easy? So if you compare switch case with if-else statement, the switch case is more cleaner approach, more readable approach. There is not more error prone approach here. So whereas switch case is more error prone approach, but whereas switch case is very less error prone, if-else statement is more error prone. If you see here, right, so if else we have a lot of conditions we are writing over here, right, relation operators, all those things we are writing here. So that makes more complex readability. So this is one of the difference we can see. Switch case is more readable and it's more understandable and it's more complex. If else is more complex. So this is one of the difference between switch case and if else statement. So next difference is basically switch case is more useful for fixed value of cases, fixed value of cases, like example is here we are using number and it can be 1 2 3. So whenever we are trying to check fixed possible number of cases, then switch case is more useful, whereas if else statement are useful whenever we are trying to cross check a lot of relational operators, arithmetic operators, which will produce a boolean value. In that case we can go for if else statement. Switch case is for fixed type of values, whereas if else statement is for a lot of relational operators and which will produce a boolean type of value after evaluating the test expression. So this is one of the major difference between switch case and if else statement. Yeah, and the next one is, so if else statement will execute or it will expect a boolean value based on the test expression what we are writing over here. It can be relation operator and or not, whatever all the operation what we are trying to use, it will produce a boolean value. Whereas in case of switch case, it will expect a fixed type of value. It can be string, integer, float, double, or any enum data type. So this is also another difference between switch case and if else statement. Yeah, so based on your use case, so you can pick switch case or if else statement, but compared to both, switch case is more better or more user friendly, more readable and less error prone. And compared to switch case, compared to if else statement, switch case is faster. So this is the way we can able to compare the if else statement and the switch case and the use case and how the way it's producing the results to the user. We already seen as part of this program. Yeah, I think that's all about this video, and if you like the video you can click the like button and subscribe the channel for more subsequent updates, and thank you.